Find out why the feds charged 4 with $2.2 million in unemployment. It's a lot of people that got out of money. Which state is finally receiving their $10,200 unemployment stimulus tax credit? And the great news of one lawmaker out there fighting for us, preparing a new bill. Yes, a brand new stimulus bill to extend federal enhanced unemployment benefits all the way into 2022. Yeah, I'm not kidding. So stay tuned. Hey, everybody, it's Andrew Cartwright. Hope you're having a fantastic, wonderful Wednesday, Hump Day Wednesday. Here's your unemployment update for Wednesday, September 15th, 2021. As you know, my goal is to give you, or maybe you don't know, maybe you're new to the channel. First, a shocking report from the great state of Michigan where 4 people have been charged with stealing $2.2 million in unemployment. With today's technology, IP addresses, they know where your computer is at when you get online, when you go to a website, and when you get money and you deposit in a federal institution or a bank. I don't know how anybody expects to get away with anything these days. It's like, what do you talk, what? Unless it's cash and you're gonna trade rocks for it or something, I don't know how you get away with it. I don't think if you're thinking about, just don't. Detroit prosecutors explained earlier this week the, quote, scheme involved illegal obtaining unemployment benefits and spending the money on exotic cars, luxury jewelry, new furniture, and Saks Fifth Avenue shopping sprees. Is that where cops should just hang out now? Just wear plain clothes and just hang out at Saks or Louis Vuitton or like Gucci. Oh, there we go, right? And then, obviously it would be like discriminating, right? If somebody comes in and buys a bunch of stuff that looks like they shouldn't. Like if I rolled up in there and my black on black and bought whatever I wanted, and they'd look at me like, maybe he shouldn't be able to buy this. I don't know. Maybe I should try it. Any rates, the alleged case involved filing 240 claims for alleged unemployment insurance benefits in at least 20 and complaints focused on unemployment programs that provided at least $600 per week in benefits, prolonged assistance. Yep, the first round, 20 different states, 240 people just got a real cramp in their stock. Can you imagine the divorces that might have happened as a result of this? Kids that had trouble being able to buy food, all the stuff that comes with, it's more than just the money. It's like you're crippling somebody's ability to get money during a tough time. Hopefully the feds can recoup some of these unemployment benefits, as deserving Americans should see these vital disaster relief funds, not in scamsters, And what happens with the products? Is it within 30 days so they can get a refund? Do they even do that? I don't know. If you looked on my social media, you saw I was at Louis Vuitton and at Bulgari, a lot of other different brands. It's funny that we're talking about this. Meanwhile, the great state of Vermont is finally handing out a long-awaited $10,200. Yes, Bernie finally kicked his people into gear. The unemployment tax credit stimulus check for the federal unemployment tax exclusion passed earlier this year, according to the Vermont Department of Taxes. These taxpayers can expect to see direct deposits or paper checks in the coming days or weeks without the need to file an amended return, end quote. Does it come with gloves too? Maybe they should have gloves on the check in Vermont, like Bernie gloves. That should be the logo for Vermont. The department also identified over 22,000 eligible taxpayers who filed Vermont state tax returns prior to ARPA's passage, and is adjusting most of those tax returns to reflect the correct tax amount of unemployment compensation for Vermont taxes. This incredible news, all my viewers in the Green Mountain State where I love you, it's absolutely good. I get it like at least once a week, so thank you for that. As I've heard so many of you all in the comments talking about this disaster and how it has affected you. Well, now in the coming months, this should be fixed for you guys. And finally, we got to talk about it. Controversial Representative Alexandra Ocasio-Cortez. Yes, AOC, the cool 3-digit, everybody knows her as AOC. She made some very bold comments last night as a virtual town hall meeting explained that she will introduce a new stimulus bill to reinstate federal unemployment benefit programs that expired last week. Yep, just because you're a junior, congresswoman, doesn't mean you can't write something on paper and make everyone look bad, which is what she will do if people don't help her. She stated, quote, "I've been very disappointed in both sides of the aisle that were just simply allowed unemployment assistance, the PUA, to completely lapse when we clearly are not fully recovered from the cost effects. It's true. She also said, quote, "I'm not entirely sure the prospect of it." I want to completely be honest with you all out there that AOC, Acosta-Cortez, said in a town hall meeting, "We will work it. We will try." But I simply just could not allow us to let this happen without at least trying, end quote. I got to give it to her. Doesn't matter where you are in politics. The best thing is to make sure you put it down on paper and get your voice heard. As you all know, we hate all the politicians on this channel equally. We don't take favorites. They all suck in our opinion, as they're all typically, I'm for term limits. I don't think anybody should be able to get in there more than 4 years because it just begs for corruption. And everything is so arbitrary. So you can't tell whose side they're really on till it matters, as AOC is definitely finding out. So while I know she's controversial, I've got to hand it to AOC for actually trying to bring back the important federal extended enhanced unemployment benefit for millions of struggling Americans. And also I recommend her watching, I think it was a Chris Rock movie, where it was a congressman or it was Eddie Murphy. You'll see, that'll give you some training on being a politician. Whoever you decide on, you're gonna hurt somebody. If you still haven't applied for unemployment assistance, get over the hump. Apply today. In most states, the state benefit's still there. If you're newly applying, guess what? You probably got 27 or 26 weeks. You'll still get money. These funds have the ability to borrow from the federal government, as we've talked about on this channel, and they can get you paid for at least 27 weeks. That's only the baseline unemployment benefits. The boost is gone. Both the PUA and the regular boost of $300 that we were getting on top of that, that's all gone. But it ain't over. Everybody who didn't apply and missed out on work still has a window of opportunity to go get your missed weeks. Identify yourself, fill out the application, be as genuine as possible to the best of your ability. Just be honest, truthful. Say, I didn't work these weeks. This is the gap in my employment, and I need the money. And you could receive a backdated check for up to $20,000 at this point. So don't miss out on that. And at this point, we've looked at the PUA, even though the government has said, we're supposed to reinstate this. We haven't seen it open yet, even though they're supposed to open it so people can get their back stuff. We haven't been able to see it yet. If you know different, please put in the comments. But I remain hopeful that the lawmakers will, get their head out of their clouds and, pass this fiscal through unemployment funds to gig workers, self-employed, independent contractors, 1099s, and people who have side hustles, as they're still not out of the woods, as probably you may not be out of the woods, and we see you. Please stay safe out there. Keep sharing your experience with the UI and unemployment benefits. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you. Take care. I love you.
I think that he really resonated with a lot of it because I was no less than 32 hours, 50 shows were sold out.
How much did you spend on marketing?
Really nothing.
Nothing. Craves off it. Please just tell me the truth.
Please get upset when I say this, but I got into the entertainment business for traditional talent.